Hi team, back again, ready for your fourth session of yoga. This week is a little bit of an ocean journey. So we're going to do some poses that have names related to some creatures in the ocean. And we're going to actually start seated today. So find somewhere comfortable to sit. And remember, you can sit however is good for you. So maybe cross legs. Some of you might sit on your knees. You might prefer that. Maybe you've got your sofa or something. Maybe you're in your living room, in your bedroom. You could lean against something as well if you feel you want that support for the back. So wherever you are, rest your hands in your lap, on your knees. Close down the eyes, everybody. And begin to breathe in and out through the nose, as long as you don't have a cold, right? And then it's okay to breathe through the mouth. See if you can breathe in and out through the nose. And see if you can almost make the breath sound like the ocean. So when you inhale and exhale, it sounds like the waves of an ocean. Or when you hold a shell to your ear, if you've ever done that before, and you kind of can hear what sounds oceanic. And let's see if we can count our breath here. Keep yourself sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you've got to shuffle because you're not used to sitting so still or straight. So get yourself comfy. A little bit of what we call Zen meditation. So all it is bringing your focus back to one thing repeatedly. So it doesn't matter if the mind wanders. What's important is returning. So you're going to inhale and exhale. That's breath number 18. Inhale and exhale, that's 17. Inhale, exhale, 16. Can you see how long my breath is? Inhale and exhale, 15. Let's keep counting. 14. Now you keep breathing and see if you can keep counting backwards. And if you get lost, don't worry, just go back and start at 18. You're just counting breath, counting numbers. You're breathing a bit more quickly than me and you get to 0. Start again at 18. Counting breath, counting numbers. Breath sounding like the ocean. And then count your last breath. Don't worry if your mind's wandered off anywhere else. Just take notes of that and take a big breath in and out, and then open the eyes. Okay, let's swap the cross of our legs if we are crossing them, and if you're not crossed, come and join us in crossed. Clasp your hands and take in a big inhale and exhale round through the back. So push the hands away. So you're going to be working some rippling, watery movements into the spine. Lift the hands up, big inhale, and exhale, take the hands down to the side. Okay, right hand coming up, inhale and exhale over. Inhale and exhale, taking the hands in front. And then here, a big inhale and exhale and lean over to the other side. Bringing the hands back up to the center. Big inhale, reach tall and like a wave, come down. Exhale. Good. Then from here, taking the arms out beside. Big inhale, reach up. And then exhale. Let's do that again. Coming back, inhale. And exhale. One last time. Arms up to the side. Big inhale, swoop them up. And like a wave coming crashing down. Exhale forward. Great. From here, sitting back tall, you know this pose. Take your knees together. Let's activate our core. Boat pose. So lift up the toes. Hold onto the back of your legs for balance. Lean back a little and begin to feel the muscles in the belly engaging. I'm spreading my toes and making them active here. So my feet just aren't floppy, so I spread them. Good. And then maybe releasing the hands, maybe straightening the legs. Some deep breaths there. Good. And then taking the feet down, take them behind you, come back to that tabletop position that all of you know already. Some ripples through the spine now. So you send the hips back and you round through the spine and then you draw yourself forward. So using the arm muscles to push away and then draw yourself forward. Yeah, so the hips go back towards the heel, you round through the back, draw the chest through the arms, so rippling through the spine in a wave-like motion. Good, keep going with that once you've got your rhythm. Everybody's going to be going at different paces. Should be like a nice little massage for the spine. A little bit of a workout for the arms. Good. Okay, see if you can try this one now. So, you're going to sit right back to your heels, and then I want you to take your right hand and take it down beside your feet. Then draw yourself up, and just like you're swimming, reach that right arm up. Land it down, sit back. Now get the left hand ready and sweep that one up. You can sort of gaze up at the fingers, let it land and sit back. That's that child's pose, remember? You take the right hand back. I'm going to inhale as I reach, exhale as I land. Get my next hand ready, and then inhale and exhale. Get my right hand ready, inhale and exhale. Left hand ready, inhale and exhale. Keep going with that, getting the next hand ready. Inhale to reach, exhale to land. Next hand ready. One more, wherever you are. Good. Now sit back onto the heels and come into pose of the rock, but now you're going to imagine sort of being at the bottom of the ocean. Have some deep breaths there and just rest your forehead down on your hands or your forearms. And if you close your eyes and breathe quite deeply, can you hear that sort of oceanic sound of the breath? Great, everybody. So we're going to move into a downward facing dog, but then I'm going to teach you dolphin from that. So when you're ready, reach the hands out, tuck the toes, lift the knees. And when you do that, you're engaging in the belly muscles. And then send your hips up, and everybody just have a stretch for the back of the legs. See how that's feeling there? Downward facing dog. Okay. And then see if you can do this. This is a bit of shoulder strength as well. See if you can dip your left forearm down. And my hands really spread on the floor, and then lift it up. Can you do the same with the right? And then lift it up. Okay, what happens now if you put both forearms down? My floor's a bit slippy. Whoa, I've really got to push my forearms into the floor and lift my hips. Maybe even walk my feet a bit closer to see how that feels, and then drop the knees. Okay, so here it's a bit about shoulder strength and some other things going on as well. Now, you can have your hands together for dolphin and press your forearms, the sides of the forearms, into the floor, or you could be here. Now, we don't want our elbows to go out to the side, so let's see if we can keep them parallel, yeah, like train tracks, or here. Yeah, so we make a triangle, but not that way, yeah? Okay, let's all try clasping the hands. Press the sides of the forearm into the floor. Yeah, get strong in the arms, so I'm activating my arm muscles, tuck the toes. Okay, really push, push, push into the floor, and then lift the hips up. And then I'm walking my feet a little bit closer. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then take the knees down. So you should feel that, yeah? It's quite a strong pose. And then just roll through the shoulders, roll through the hips. Okay, some stuff you know now. So you're going to walk your hands back to your knees and then slowly stand up, but let your head be heavy. Maybe you rest your forearms on the thighs, or maybe you hang down like this. See how that feels? Maybe a little rocking, a little wave-like motion. And then really press into your heels, begin to send your bottom back a little bit, and then roll up through the spine, really, really, really slow, till you come to stand. If you feel a bit dizzy, just give it a second or two. Okay, this breath technique is called washing away. So what I want you to do is to begin to swing the arms, so a little bit like a whirlpool around you, and you can tap just beneath your lower ribs. That's where your kidneys are. Now, your kidneys are a really important organ. It's all to do with your adrenaline, your adrenal system. So you might know a little bit about that. So we're just sort of tapping them because they're just beneath your lower ribs at the back of the body. And you're just letting your arms go around. We're getting a nice bit of motion, mobility in the spine, right, as well. Okay, everybody, keep your head forward now and just let the arms go. It takes it into a different place in your spine. And then let the head go again. Keep tapping, should feel a bit different. It's making my stomach rumble. And then begin to slow until you eventually come to stand. And you might still feel that there's a little bit of motion going even after you find stillness. Okay. So we're going to go through a bit of movement to get our body quite warm. It's movements that you know, and then we'll come into some of these ocean poses in yoga. So press your feet into the floor like mountain pose, and then taking a big inhale and sweep the arms out and up. Hands come into prayer, and then you exhale. You come down and hang heavy. Let the head hang and just stretching out the backs of the legs. And then send your bottom back and taking a big inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, come down. We're going to work 3 more like that. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. This time staying down, we're going to send our right leg back. So you're in that lunge pose, like a runner's lunge, remember? Okay, see if you can spiral your right hand up a little bit like water, so spiraling it round like a whirlpool, lift it up, and big inhale, big stretch here. Good. Another few breaths there, stay strong in the legs. Good. And then spiral, sort of scoop that hand down, land it down. Can you keep the legs there? And can you inhale and lift up the arms? Great. And then almost like we're going to dip our hands into water. Remember this crouching tiger. Inhale and exhale forward. But then like you're scooping up water, scoop your hands down by the side, inhale up. Exhale, sit down low. Inhale and exhale. And then like you're trailing your fingers in water and scooping it up, some sort of spiral for the wrists, the shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, sit down. Inhale and exhale, forward, scoop up, some sort of spiral. Inhale, sit down low, test the legs. Whew, exhaling. And then inhale and exhale. Last one, legs might be tired. Inhaling, like you're refreshing yourself with that water. Exhale, sit down low. And then inhale and exhale, land the hands down. And take your left leg back to meet the right, downward facing dog pose. Okay, drop the knees down. Work some ripples in your spine, so release the toes and work in some sort of ripple here. So it doesn't have to look like mine. You might be moving from side to side. Do something that feels good in your body, depending on what you've been up to, right? Here. Then when you're ready to, forearms come down or clasp the hands, tuck the toes, dolphin pose. Lift the hips up high, push your forearms into the floor. Some of you might get playful and lift one leg. Takes quite a bit of strength, and then lift the other. Like 3-legged dog, but dolphin. And then drop the knees down. Good. Sit back. And now we're going to move into shark pose. So when you're ready, you're going to slide along the floor like a sea snake and lift the chest up. Good. Few few breaths down. Then from here, your chest comes down. For shark pose, you take your hands behind you and you clasp them. You send the knuckles away. You lift the chest and you begin to lift the feet too. You need a lot of breath here. Back strengthening. So this is like your shark fin. You lift the feet for the shark tail. Big inhale and exhale, slowly come down. Okay, great work everybody. We'll do swan next as well, but we'll just work through that flow on the other side. Push your hands into the floor, bring yourself up, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees a lot. And then big inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, come all the way down. 4 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Two more. This time letting the hands rest in front of you. Just pressing into the floor. And then gather your focus. Few breaths. And then a really light tapping of the ribs. Lower ribs at the back. Keep the head still, let the hands go. And then let the head go again with the arms. And then begin to slow. Okay, standing tall. And still, but you might still feel that movement in the body. Okay. And then you're going to inhale, swoop the arms out to the sides. Exhale, come all the way down. Hang, stretch out the backs of the legs. And then this time, we're going to send the left leg back. You're in your lunge pose. Yeah. And then you're going to take your left arm, spiral it up so your chest is really nice and open. Few breaths there and get strong in the legs, everyone. Take the arm, maybe a little spiral through the wrist, little whirlpool. Take the hand down, and then remember this one, you've got to be strong in those legs. Okay, so it's like crouching tiger, but we're taking our hands onto the floor and imagining just sort of trailing our hands in some warm ocean water. Probably all of us have been in the ocean before, you're all swimmers too, right? So that feeling, yeah, that healing, water's really healing for us, and to be near water is really good for us. So when you're ready, hands come up, inhale, and then exhale that crouching tiger, washing through the shoulders. And then taking the fingers down, scooping up, spiraling, whirlpooling them up, inhale. Exhale, sit down low. Inhale and exhale for your crouching tiger. Scooping up. Inhale. This is balancing warrior. Sit down low. Inhale and exhale. Should be a challenge for the legs. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Okay, take the hands down, land them down, and then push back, downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes, knees come down. Sit back like you're sitting back on the ocean floor. Rock pose. But then you're going to become sea snake, so tap the toes tucked, arms reach forward, forearms come down, a ripple through the spine like along the ocean floor. Good. Back strengthening, back into shark, chest comes down. Clasp the hands behind you. Lift the hands up, lift the feet up, lift the chest up. Few breaths there. And then slowly releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Have a little rock out. And then bringing your forearms onto the floor. We're going to do work into swan pose now. So a great stretch for the front of the thigh muscle. So rest your left hand and your left forearm on the floor. Take your right heel towards your bottom and reach your right hand round, holding the front of the foot. And then I'm going to push into the floor and lift up as long as that feels okay for my back. Maybe some of you keep your forearm down. I think I'm going to keep mine down actually. Ooh. My elbows going up to the ceiling. Should be a nice release after that crouching tiger, that lunge work. Okay, slowly release from swan on that side, swap the arms, swap the leg, and it's about 5 deep breaths on each side. Release the leg. Okay. From here, last dolphin. So let's first of all draw ourselves back into a sort of tabletop position, but then land your forearms down. And which one are you trying? Are you trying clasping the hands or spreading the hands out, forearms parallel? Tuck the toes. Get deep with the breath. All right, and then lift the hips, walk the feet in. One or two more breaths. And then knees come down. Well done, everybody. Lifting yourself up. You might feel that in your arms, right? A little bit of fire. And then we're going to come slowly back. We're going to return to pose of the boat. So whatever boat variation you're going to do here. And if anybody wants to row the boat, so we know the core work is really important for you guys. And then we're slowly, when you're ready, maybe you do a few more. You're going to come down and we're going to work into pose of the bridge. You might just windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then press your feet into the floor. Lift up your hips. You come onto your shoulders. Yes. And I'm not letting my knees go out. It's like my knees want to come together like with a magnet, but I'm not letting them, right? They're on top of my ankles. Some of you might even take your hands underneath and clasp them. So the opposite way to the shark. You can get a little playful here and lift one leg if you're balanced, and then try the other, and just a couple breaths there. Good, everybody. And then you're slowly going to release the hands if you've got them clasped, and then ripple the spine down onto the floor as if you're coming onto the ocean floor. And then come into starfish, take your arms out wide, your legs out wide, and just let them sort of drop. Close down your eyes there. And just begin to settle. So I want you to feel the breath. Excuse me. And then your final pose is Shavasana. That means your last relaxation. So you can stay a bit like a star, or just draw the arms in a little, draw the legs in a little, or if it feels nice to be in the shape of the starfish, stay there. Keeping the eyes closed. Now you just feel the breath. You don't need to change it. And letting it sort of settle like waters that may have been a bit sort of powerful, like the ocean waves. And just imagine now a calm lake, or maybe a swimming pool, where of course there's movement. The water's not going to be perfectly still, it's not frozen. But any movements are just really gentle. And the water has a real peaceful, healing quality to it. And maybe as you lay, you can think of times where you felt peaceful, happy, near different bodies of water. So maybe the ocean, maybe a pool, maybe a lake, a river, whatever it may be. You can just sort of swim in those memories with nothing at all to do apart from to lay, remember peaceful things, and relax the body. Okay. So begin to imagine now that there's a little call to movement, that maybe the breath is like the breeze, the wind, and it picks up a little, so it begins to change the water. There's more movement now. And begin to inhale a little bit more deeply and exhale. And then move through your fingers, your toes, and just begin to have a stretch, however feels good. You're on the floor, I'm sat up. Yeah. So I'll join you and have a little stretch there. Maybe hug the knees into the chest. And then when you're ready to roll onto one side, bring yourself up and sit however feels comfortable for you. Nice tall spine. And taking your hands together, bowing your head to yourselves, well done, and to all of your teammates doing their yoga practice and all their other exercise and different things in their homes. So I bow to all of you and we say Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Well done, and see you soon. Yeah, take care. I hope you got on well with it. I'm sure you did.